Yo, what's up, OddsShopper fam? Chris Ryan here. Talk about arbitrage betting today. We can explain what it is it worth it? And at the end of this video, I'm going to explain the better way to arb, the one that most people don't know, but it's the more profitable way. Okay, so what is arbitrage betting? Quite simply, it is backing two sides of an event at the same time to guarantee a profit. So it's like backing something at plus 105 on one, plus 105 the other side, and you're going to guarantee yourself a profit regardless of which side wins. Arbitrage is common throughout other markets, commodity, stock, cryptocurrency. Here we'll focus on gambling and how it relates to us here. So it is possible to do because that does exist. That does happen in the markets every single day across different sports. You will find arbitrage opportunities where two bookmakers are basically competing. One has one opinion, the other has a different opinion on the other side, which creates the arbitrage opportunity. Normally, bookmakers will set their markets at about 105% plus, which means they're looking to get minimum of a 5% margin, and that will vary depending on what event. In an arbitrage setting where you're betting with different bookmakers, the total market percentage between the two bookmakers will be under 100%. It'll be 99, 98, 97, and that's how you will make some money because that's the edge that you will get by backing both sides. Now, what do you need to get involved in arbitrage? The number one thing you're going to need is lots and lots and lots of accounts. Okay. If you're in the US, your state needs to have a lot of bookmakers. Other parts of the world, UK, Europe, Australia, you basically need to have an account with almost every available sports book in your region. Now, I do know a couple of full-time arbers who have been doing it for a long time. What's the downside of it? We know it's guaranteeing a win, but what's the downside? It can be very time-consuming. You're going to be trawling through lots of markets. You're going to have a lot of different tabs open on your computer, all the different sports books. And it's not as simple as just backing either side of a money line in an NBA game. You might be going further down. You might be looking at first half point totals. You might be looking at assist totals, anytime touch time in NFL. Lots of different smaller markets. So you have to spend a lot of time looking through them. Now, usually an arbor, it is minimal risk, but it is time consuming and it's probably a modest outcome. If you're betting at the $1,000 mark, you can make money at it, but you might be making $20 to $50 an hour. And you have to determine whether or not that is something that interests you. But I guarantee you, if you're betting more at the $100 level, you're going to have better ways to use your time because you're not going to be making much money. You're making a couple of bucks an hour. And there's not a whole lot of point to it because arbing, you don't actually care who wins. So you don't get the entertainment side of gambling. You're just getting the guaranteed profit. But in this instance, at the smaller stakes, the guaranteed profit isn't very much. So is it worth it? For the most part, no. Arbitrage gambling is not really worth it. But would I suggest that the answer is different? Yes, particularly if you're new to sports betting. And the reason is you will learn a lot from arbitrage betting. You will learn how bookmakers set their prices, how markets move, and the difference between different markets within a certain bookmaker. So you will learn a lot of things that can help on your sports betting journey to becoming more of a profitable bettor. I wouldn't suggest it long term, but I would suggest having a crack at it. And the best way you can do that is over here at OddsShopper. We have a quick look here. We've got some fantastic tools on this site, including one here. We look at the premium betting tools, is positive EV bets. Okay, down here, it's going to spit out all your arbitrage bets without you having to go and trawl through all the different sports books and find them. Right here, we can see it's going to show you how much you're going to make. Not a huge amount. 1% down to less than 0.5%. Now, here, this wager is set at $1,000. So this is $1,000 on each of these markets. And you can see what your profit level is going to be over here. There's eight bets here that are currently popping up as arbitrage opportunities here on OddsShopper. That's going to cost you $8,000. And in total, your profit is going to be less than $60. So one, you need to have the ability to put $8,000 worth of bets on at once. Two, you're not going to make a whole lot of money out of it. So that's how you can see that profitability-wise, it's not great. And that's if you're betting at the $1,000 level. But this stuff will pop up all the time, so you can certainly learn from it. Sign up in the link below of this video of OddsShopper. There's a whole lot of other stuff on here, even some information on more information on how arbitrage works. Just remember, if you or anybody you know does have a gambling problem, please call or text 1-800-GAMBLER. Now, I promised at the end I would show you the better way to arb. Let's have a look at the actual worst one here, this Baltimore-Jacksonville game. It's going to give us less than 0.5%, 0.2% profit. Not much. The better way to arb is to find the side of the wager that is further away from the general market. What that means is we've got Jacksonville plus 220. We've got Baltimore 218, minus 218. I want to see which bookmaker is betting further away than the general market. So their price is higher than what most other bookmakers are betting on this. Now, if we go over to OddsShopper and have a look at this market here, you scroll down, here's the Jacksonville game. You can see that Bet365 is the top of the is the top of the market here, or sorry, DraftKings top of the market here, minus 218. But they're only a little bit above 365 here, about 2% above the general market. If we look at the other side of this wager, Jacksonville, Tipico, the top market, plus 220. They are a long way above the rest of the market. The next best is FanDuel at plus 200. So they're 5-6% above the rest of the market. So what I would be doing in this sort of instance, I only want to back the side of the wager that is further away from the general market. I would back, in this situation, the Jacksonville Jaguars, regardless of having any actual feel on the game. This is just purely having a look at where the market sits. What will happen here is twofold. One, if you're only backing one side of it, you are going to reduce how much money you have to bet, because we only have to bet one side. In that example before, we had eight markets, $8,000. Here we could pull it down to $4,000. Also, we are going to increase our profitability because we're taking the better side of it. This wager here, which only had like 0.2, barely anything. Maybe we're increasing our profitability to 0.5% or 1%. Okay, so that is a sharper way of doing it. It's no longer an ARB because we're not guaranteeing profit. That's the downside. You now have some risk involved, but your profitability will go up. And that's actually the main goal. That is the better way of ARBs. Thanks for coming and paying attention today. Till next time, peace out.